for joining us for part 4 of How to Start a Nonprofit. I'm Carolyn Jenkins, the Executive Director of the Jenkins Donaldson Foundation. Thank you for joining us. And before we get started, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way you'll be able to get all of the videos in the series and any other videos that we put out immediately as a subscriber. And please tell everybody you know to please subscribe to our channel as well. Okay, let's get started. You had quite a bit of homework in part 3. So I hope you completed all of your research, because guess what? I'm going to suggest you do more research in part 4. To be honest, the research almost never ends because things always change. But this research is important. I'm going to entitle part 4 Location, 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 because where you establish your nonprofit is very, very important. And part of your decision making is what are the county or city local requirements in your area. It is very important. Do you have local taxes you'll also have to pay? And my husband and I established our bookstores a few years ago, and this was prior to the internet online shopping taking off. We had to make sure that we had a storefront. We needed to make sure that we were in a location that generated a good amount of traffic so we could be seen. That was very, very important. Your nonprofit might not require that. You might actually be able to establish your nonprofit in a warehouse. You might be able to establish your nonprofit in your home. These things need to be researched, and you're going to start with your local, county, or city regulations. I actually called our county to find out if we were able to operate a nonprofit, what the regulations were if we operated it outside of our home or inside of our home, excuse me. So I picked up the phone and called. I did my research, and you want to make sure that you're upfront about that and let people know what you're doing, because you don't want to start something that has to be shut down. Can you run it out of your home? And if you can you contain it? I spoke with one nonprofit owner who said it's all over her home, it's all over her house. Boy, I can really relate to that, because sometimes it's hard to contain things. You want to set up a home office. Prior to COVID-19, my accountant always told us that your home office cannot contain a bed in it, such as your bedroom. It can't be your home office. COVID-19 has changed everything, so you really want to talk to your accountant to make sure that if this is what you want to do, that you are able to do it. And maybe the tax laws will change. They changed a few years ago. Maybe they'll change in relation to this, because so many people are teleworking. So location, location, location is very, very important for your nonprofit. Also, the next important factor is what are your short-term versus your long-term goals, because as you think about your location, you want to think about what your needs are right now versus what they might be next year. Again, I'll go back to my reference for feeding the hungry. If you're just going to feed a few families in your neighborhood, you might be able to do that from your kitchen. But if you want to feed half of the state, you're going to want a larger venue for that. So when you think about your location, you want to make sure that you think about your short-term versus your long-term needs. This has been a shorter video, but it's very, very important that you do all of your research. Location, location, location. Part 5, come join us, because we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, board members. So come on, join us for part 5. Thank you, thank you. Please remember to subscribe to our channel so that you can get all of the videos as soon as they are released. Ciao. Here's a footnote for you. Part of our local requirements are that we pay taxes on our computer equipment. What are your local requirements? Check them out. Ciao.